Welcome to the New Age. Hey everybody, it's Honest Rod. This is my beautiful wife Courtney here. And we're going to give you a quick rundown and our take, a little bit of take on what happened at Twin City Wrestling Undeniable this past week at the Dartmouth Sportsplex. It was an amazing show.
It was awesome.
I was incredibly thankful to be involved in the show from point A to point B this time. I want to talk to you about some of the matches. The first match of the night was Narcissus Saint, Sexton Phoenix, and Max Power versus the Outlaw Mark Maverick and his partners, the R&R Express, Rugged Rick, and Rod the Bod. It was kind of a grudge match from the Blockhouse thing, eh?
Yeah.
And it really played good. I liked it.
It did.
They got a lot of good heat on it. It was a good match. It was very well done. And R&R Express and Saint and Phoenix seem to have done the majority of the work in that first match. And Outlaw kind of set some of it out, and Max Power set some of it out. And I think that was because they were having a match themselves in single competition later on.
Yeah.
But we can't forget that the R&R Express and Narcissus Saint and Sexton Phoenix have their own second match of the evening later on for the TCW Tag Team titles.
Gave it their all.
Which was an amazing match. But so the first match of the night was really good. The 6-man tag was really good. It went off good, and it got the crowd hopping right off the bat. So
you know what? It made such a difference having that many more people there. Now, I will say maybe the alcohol that they served had something to do with it. Think about serving alcohol Blockhouse.
Yeah.
But having that, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because it was a bigger space or it was
a better energy with
those
many people.
People were pumped from the get-go.
The crowd was very responsive. I noticed the bit that I was in the ring, the crowd was very responsive.
But I think, too, it's because TCW's built such a base.
A loyal fan base.
Not even just a fan base, but people know when they come, it's good wrestling. Yeah. Word's gotten around. Yeah. It's not like they're brand new anymore.
And they're not going to see a bunch of crybabies in the middle of the ring. They're going to see guys that are hitting each other so hard that it's going to take a really good ring to contain these guys. And we found that out at the show. You know, that ring just wasn't able to withstand these guys. These guys are just
keep up with what they're capable of.
All of these guys are that goddamn good. So the second match of the evening was Mr. 450 Julius Fantana and Remy Petit. The charisma between these guys is absolutely amazing. I've seen them wrestle before, and every time they get in the ring together, especially, there's just something special about when the two of them perform
Physically,
together.
you expect Remy to just murder Fantana.
And he usually does.
but there's so much, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's the charisma that they have between the two. With themselves.
And you've got the David and the Goliath scenario. Yeah. Remy is pushing 3, and Julius is under 2. So you've got a 100-pound weight difference there, and when they perform in the ring, they really utilize that.
Yeah.
Every pound is noticed, you know, and it's.
But Fantana's so capable of keeping up. It's not like he just goes in and gets squashed, which is what you expect. Not literally, but
Remy, towards the end of that match, Remy Irish whipped Fantana so hard into the corner that it popped the ropes off. The top rope came off. It didn't break, thankfully, but it popped the hooks off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crowd went nuts!
I don't know what at the time, we're all thinking, oh, shit. What now?
Yeah.
But then Remy grabs the rope and wraps it around Fantana's neck, and, you know, he really played it off. It was so good.
Awesome.
He was so good. Fantastic. Good save, for sure.
So the third match of the night was Marcus Burke versus Wesley Pipes. We've never seen the two of them go at it before. Two big guys. Mm-hmm. Marcus Burke is 205. Wesley Pipes, I believe he was I don't want to offend him, but 235, I want to say it was this time. Yeah, because Dazzlin' Dick was 225. So anyway, fantastic match the two of them put on. A lot of hard hits, a lot of really technical stuff.
Yeah,
I like to see the technical stuff. The Marcus Burke, although this is only the second time I've seen him, first time is under a different name, we won't mention the name, is really good. I was
impressed.
Standing back behind the crowd, getting ready to announce the winner and whatnot. I was set back in it, because the two of those, I don't know how many times they've wrestled before, but the two of them, it was awesome, absolutely awesome. With the two
very
of
good
them.
match.
Very good match.
Very good. I found myself during that match starting to like Wesley Pipes.
Wesley Pipes is a bad guy.
I know, but I kind of like him now.
You're not supposed to like the bad guy.
I kind of like him now.
Wesley Pipes is an amazing competitor.
I definitely liked him by the end of the show.
Amazing competitor.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. Fourth match of the night. Dazzlin' Dick. Lincoln Steen. Fourth match of the night. This was the first half's main event.
As Aiden calls him, Steve Jones.
Steve Jones!
I don't know
my
why.
son calls him. But Lincoln Steen, he's got this way about him to make the crowd hate him. He's almost as good at making the crowd hate him as Dazzlin' Dick is at making the crowd like him.
Yeah.
Because when Dick comes out, he can appeal to some of the fans and really get him up and get him into his character. And it's just like that.
Yeah.
It's so quick. And Lincoln Steen is the same as far as the heel capacity goes. I really feel like he pushes the buttons without being rude and crude, and he pushes the button with his arrogance.
Yes.
And it's a gritty character.
It's good.
It's like I've said, all the guys in Twin City Wrestling, and I know they're not exclusive to Twin City Wrestling, but all the performers I've seen at Twin City Wrestling, both heel and face, they're all my favorites because every one of them is so good at what they do.
And they each bring something different.
Yeah.
None of them are alike.
There's no cats there, which you get in the WWE. TNA, which I don't even watch anymore because it's pure bullshit. Other than some of their talent is fantastic. I got to give TNA that. They've got great talent. But you see so many copycats, stealing each other's this, that's, and the other. Christ, you swear they'd be holding hands walking down to the ring, some of them. But these guys in Twin City Wrestling, there's nothing cookie cutter about it. They're all individuals. And that's one of the things I love about indie wrestling. The indie wrestling scene is gritty and it's real and it's there's no bullshit involved, it's good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Anything you wanted to add on that match?
Really enjoyed the match.
Okay.
Lincoln Steen,
technical wise, awesome.
Very. As we get more and more into TCW, with the amount of matches that I'm seeing and who I'm seeing repeat, I have a greater appreciation for Lincoln Steen than I did at the previous show that I saw him at.
Every time you see him wrestle, you get a bit more appreciation, whether you're booing him or not. Because I boo the hell out of him when he comes out to the ring.
You have
because damn you, Lincoln Steen! When you're out in that ring, damn you, Lincoln Steen! But on the technical aspect of it, I can honestly say the first time I seen him, I wasn't as impressed as this time that I seen him. Yeah. So after our intermission, which then at Undeniable, we went into round 2 of the evening, which was technically a second event. The first match is for the tag team titles, which shocked the shit out of me. The R&R Express, the reigning, defending tag team champions, Rugged Rick and Rod the Bod, took on a team that we saw team up on the first show in a 6-man, and we've seen them work together at previous TCW shows
against one another.
But I've seen them against each other several times too, as well as actually I've seen them on Red Rock Wrestling in a ladder match against Lincoln Steen, in which Lincoln Steen won, and that was an amazing knockdown match, triple threat. Anyway, so the tag team title match. First off, I have to say the match was very hard hitting. It got you a lot in technical as well, and there was, especially from Narcissus Saint and Sexton Phoenix, there was a lot of psychological with the crowd. Which is always something I enjoy when I see either one of those react with the crowd, is that they're so good in interacting with the crowd. Not to blow anybody's egos out of the water here, but they're always fantastic with the crowd and the way they interact and make you despise or like them.
Yeah.
I've Saint as a face, and an accidental face at that. but he played it well, right? And in this notion, when he was teamed up with Phoenix, they're in the heel situation, and they played it so well. And your next match was Outlaw Mark Maverick versus Max Power, which was a really good match, and I was very excited. I'm making the decision. I'm going to say that the Outlaw Mark Maverick won that match. And just as early, he got a little bit of revenge on Max Power for turning his back on him a few weeks ago in Blockhouse.
Yeah.
And actually causing him to be forced to not wrestle in Blockhouse anymore. That was a loser leaves town match. Anyway, the match was really good, and I like Mark on both a personal level and a professional level, and Mark was on his game that night. From the moment I called his name and he came out and the crowd erupted for that entrance, and that he was on his shit, man. That was good. That was the best that I've personally seen Mark in the ring live. Not taking anything away from Max Power, I'm really impressed with that guy.
Yeah.
He is a fantastic mat technician, and he really is a good heel also, because he really.
Why'd you have to be land?
He really got a heel from Newfoundland?
Yeah.
That would never happen.
No Newfoundlander would ever be a heel.
My Newfie wife. Max Power was wicked. He really was. I like this guy, and I hope we continue to see him around. As well as Marcus Burke. I want to see Marcus Burke back again. I know these guys are possibly coming in from another faction, but or another promotion, as we want to say it. But I really want to see them keep being involved in Twin City Wrestling
The guys
events.
they had at that show, Friday night, Dartmouth Sportsplex, they were such a good group of guys.
I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because that's not the way Honest Rod operates. But the TCW show in Dartmouth, undeniable, was the cream of the crop as far as talent goes. If you ask me, everybody at that show was the cream of the crop of what you're going to find locally around here in these promotions, and it was just amazing. We got to move on.
Okay.
The Fatal 4-Way Elimination, newly introduced by Cyril himself in the ring, sitting in like a king's chair.
title.
The television title, because these are televised events, hopefully coming up in February.
That photo of Cyril on Facebook was awesome.
It's really cool the way he's sitting there with his hands out like this, right? He introduced the TV title, got me to then hop into the ring with him, and we did, interacted for a minute, and then he passed the mic over, and I introduced the contestants for the newly introduced television title. And we had Marcus Burke, we had Lincoln Steen, and we had Remy Petit, and we had Mr. 450 Julius Fantana. First to be eliminated, Lincoln Steen, then Marcus Burke. And then
we're back to
Remy and Fantana. And which was neat. And a new television title holder was crowned, and that would have been Mr. 450 Julius Fantana. I'm going to say it. Amazing match again, and to have 4 caliber guys in there, all at the same time, in an elimination situation, it gelled really well. It was a great match. It was a great match, and a great winner. I mean, he's definitely a fan favorite. Although Marcus Burke is also playing a fan favorite too. In my opinion, anyway, he seemed to be a face in the evening, and I enjoyed him as a face.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, the other 2 was heels. I'm a heel guy. I usually gravitate towards the heels than I do the faces. But again, there's no losers. There's only winners, because the product just keeps getting stronger and better and more enjoyable for everybody. So we want to see the whole rundown of the winners from the 29th, undeniable. Watch the credits at the end, and you'll see a rundown. Okay, so the main event of the evening.
Loved
the cream of the crop, rising to the top. This for the Twin City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Do you even have words? It was so good.
I was, I'll be honest. I was like this.
I looked back at him. He was.
Because I couldn't believe half of the stuff I was seeing. the Muscle Beast from Muscle Beach, the Last Action Hero, Wesley Pipes, versus the man from Hollywood, California, Dazzlin' Dick Durning, the reigning and defending champion.
Holy
The
shit.
match.
Holy shit.
Awesome event. The match, the main event match was drawn out quite long.
It was.
And quite brutal. There was a lot of really hits taken.
Thrown into chairs, over the top rope, into the crowd.
And again, towards the end, I mean, like I said, these guys...
I switched seats at one point just to get a better view.
Yeah, you did. You did. All right, so the main event was amazing. There was a whole bunch of stuff going down. Hard hits, hard bumps, through the crowd, in the crowd.
Into chairs,
back in the
top
ring.
rope.
And then at the end...
There was popcorn spilled
and
at
then
one
at the
point.
end,
Not that match, though.
Cyril getting involved, of course, because he's got a thing with Dazzlin' Dick that he doesn't want to be in the champion now. And there was an altercation. At one point, Cyril got his butt handed to him, but then did a little low blow action on the old Dick. Dazzlin' Dick. Dazzlin' Dick.
Really good.
And Wesley Pipes got the V and got the title.
And I was happy. Why was I happy?
I don't know.
I love Dazzlin' Dick. He's a great
Dazzlin'
wrestler.
Dick is fantastic.
But something happened. I wanted to see Wesley win. I don't know what. Maybe it was his previous match or something, but
I don't know. Every time I see any of these guys get in the ring, I hate to, as much as I'm a wrestling fan, I hate to see people that are my favorites lose lose the match. And my problem at every one of these events is everybody that walks into that ring is my favorite. So it's always difficult for me to be like, yay, you know. I at the end of every match, I clap.
Props where props are due.
Yeah, you know what? It's like, yeah, I clap at the end of every match, regardless, because it's out of appreciation for these guys putting their asses on the line. For people like my amusement, people like your amusement, and all the other people that were there at that pretty packed event.
It was.
Awesome. Anyway, this has been another Honest Rod video. It's going a little long. This is my beautiful wife, Courtney. She likes to do these reviews with me because she always goes to the shows with me.
Love them.
Super supportive wife, and also in her own rights, a super big wrestling fan. Rejuvenated because of TCW. Whoops. Check out over my right shoulder. That's it.
See you next time.